Hi nail friends, I'm super excited for today's video. This has got to be one of my probably top 5 favorite manis, and it's not even purple. So I'm skipping the intro and we're jumping straight into this mani. So I'll be using some dip powders from All Powdered Up, and until All Powdered Up hopefully soon releases some dip liquids, I'm going to be using my Mani Boss liquids, which are some of my go-tos. So the first color I'm starting with is That's Coconut, which is kind of like an off-white color with a blue shimmer to it. And this one is so beautiful. It's been released for a while now and I never bought it. And I've been eyeing it, but I kind of convinced myself I didn't need it. But I wish I wouldn't have waited so long because this is just so gorgeous. I mean, I kind of convinced myself I didn't need it because I'm not really a huge fan of like off-white, but it actually isn't off-white. I think it kind of depends on the lighting. So I'm looking at it now. It looks white with that blue shimmer. It's just really beautiful. So I'm super excited. So this is going to go on my thumb and my ring finger. And then I'll do a little bit of glitter placement on that just because I don't want just plain white nails. But I don't normally do a lot of greens or St. Patrick's Day manis. But as soon as I saw the I can't remember what it's called. I'll name it when I get to that dip, but it's a St. Patrick's Day dip from All Powdered Up. I knew I had to have it. I knew I wanted to use it, and just wait till you see it. I know I've mentioned this several times before, but on the weeks when I'm in the office, I don't wear a peel base because I don't want to redo my nails, so I just wear my mani all week long. I mean, my hands still never match. They're always something different. But on those weeks, All Powdered Up dips are probably my most top used when I'm not wearing peel base. Just because her dips are just so unique that I love them so much. And I always get excited when I have an All Powdered Up mani that I can wear for a whole week. Just because when I wear peel base, I mean, peel base isn't meant for longevity. That's not the point of it. But when I wear peel base, I'm lucky if I don't at least have 1 or 2 pop-offs by like a day or two. So really, it's just easier for me not to wear a peel base on those weeks. That does make me curious on what everyone else is wearing. What are some of your favorite dip powder companies that are like your go-tos? Because maybe there are companies that you wear a lot that are your go-tos that I need to try that I haven't tried yet. So I want to see. So drop it down below in the comments so we can see what else everyone is wearing. Obviously, I have my go-tos of, you see a lot on this channel. I wear a lot of manis. All Powdered Up is definitely one of them. I am obsessed with Jen's dips. I'm not an ambassador or anything. I'm just a huge fan. And then some other companies that I'm obsessed with: CN Designer Dips, Mani Boss, West Coast Dips, Double Dipped, Vivid Glam Co. are really great. I think 915 Aesthetics, they have really great dip powders. I love iGel Beauty, even though iGel is more of like a professional nail techs type salon type dips. They're still really great staples and I love them as well. And I'm sure I'm forgetting some companies, but I think those are like the main ones that I consistently use and love. But back to my actual mani, I actually did a third dip of That's Coconuts off camera because I decided I wanted a little bit more opacity. So now here's the dip I was talking about. So this is a limited edition from All Powdered Up called Get Clover It, which is so clever and I love this dip. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to do a ombre on the tip of my nail. So I've got my eyeshadow brush and I'm just tapping that on at my free edge just to create a little French tip ombre type effect. And then for the negative space, the rest of my nail, I'm going to be using OMGloss from All Powdered Up as well. And that's like a sheer pink color, just a little bit of tint, which are perfect for clear, and I've got clear in quotation mark, ombres. I'm going to go ahead and do my second layer of this before I move on to my other nails. So I wanted a little bit more, so I poured a little bit more into my Chaos Gemerald by Chaos Concepts. And so I can have more to pick up with my eyeshadow brush instead of dipping in the jar. So when I'm working with any sheer colors, clear, sheer, doesn't matter. I like to scrub it with a stiff scrub brush. So that's what I did in between the layers. So now I'm going to go in with layer 2. So for my dip base, I like to start on the clear or sheer part of my nail first. That way I don't get any stray glitters that I may pick up. And then so I will apply that full layer of dip base to my nail. And I'm going to do the same thing of dipping my eyeshadow brush, or that ombre brush, I don't think it's actually eyeshadow brush, into the glitter. And I'm going to tap that on my free edge until I get that kind of fade, that ombre look that I want. And then I'll pour a little bit more of that OMGloss on the rest of my nail for that base. I forgot to mention that I didn't cap my That's Coco-nuts nails in clear because I knew I wanted to do a little bit of glitter placement. So I'm starting with some dip base on my nail, which it didn't have to be my entire nail. So I don't know why I did it that way because I knew it was just going to be like that little free edge corner. But anyway, so I applied the dip base to my nail. I dipped my precision tool into that wet dip base to make it easier to pick up the glitter piece. So I just want to place one little shamrock glitter piece at that corner, and then I'll place like a couple smaller glitters, like hex glitters around it. But I don't want it to be too busy, but I just thought the white was like too plain and stark against such a packed glitter that I wanted to do just a little bit of placement, but I didn't want it to be too busy. And I'll do the same thing for my thumb as well. It'll be a little bit of a different design, but it's just going to be a little bit of glitter placement.
Invincible.
I went ahead and capped all my nails in clear, activated and filed and buffed off camera. So here's how the mani's looking. So now we're going to get into dip top coat. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I've been kind of playing around with the timing of like my activator and dip top coat just so I can get maximum shine. And here's what I found works best for me. So I would still recommend you follow the instructions on the website. I'm just sharing what I like to do with these liquids. So I apply one final layer of thin activator to my nails. I wait about a minute or so, and then I take a lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol, and I just do a quick swipe on my nails. And then once that alcohol dries in like a second or so, it's super quick, then I will go in with my dip top coat. For my first layer of dip top coat, I apply it in 2 to 3 really quick swipes on each nail. In between each nail, I make sure I wipe my brush on a lint-free wipe before returning it to the bottle. And then once I'm done with all 5 nails, I'll be ready for my second layer of dip top coat. And I'll know I'll be ready because my dip top coat will start looking a little dull and wrinkly. So for my second layer, I'm not going to apply a lot of strokes because I don't want it to be streaky, but I can take a little bit more, make sure my nail is fully covered, and I also want to make sure that I'm capping my free edge. As always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles with my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil. This is the scent Existential Crisis, which I'm definitely glad I have a 1 ounce bottle of because it's just a really nice, light, fruity scent. I'm always such a big fan of like fruity and clean scents, so this one is a really good one that I highly recommend. And I do have an ambassador code to save you 10%, so you can use code GENIE10 if you order anything from Scales of a Mermaid. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. I just wanted to do a fun St. Patrick's Day mani, and this one surprised me because like I said in the intro, this is probably one of my top 5 favorite manis, and it's St. Patrick's Day, which I don't do a lot, and it's green, which I don't do a lot, but I love this glitter. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.